recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76. This week we have a great show lined up for you today. We begin with the NWA, as the NWA World Television Tag Team Title Tournament continues, as round one matchup features Doom, Butch Reed and Ron Simmons take on Wildfire Tommy Rich and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. It will be former mentor versus former protege, as Don the Rock Muraco takes on superstar Billy Graham. We will head down to Texas and World Class Championship Wrestling as the brothers Von Erich, that's right, Kerry and Kevin Von Erich, take on the Ugandan giant Kamala and the great Kabuki inside of a steel cage. This is just 1 week prior to Kerry Von Erich challenging his brother Kevin for the World Class Heavyweight title at Independence Day Star Wars next week. And our main event, the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez will defend the AWA International Television title against former Olympian Brad Rheingans. Let's head down to the ring as Doom and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich compete in round one of the Tag Team Title Tournament. And will we get a clean break? As the referee is separating when we do. Eddie Gilbert and Butch Reed with a clean break. Gilbert now with the front face lock. Now has Reed up and and a gut buster across the knee of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. But Reed fighting back. And a big axe handle takes Hot Stuff down. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert came up just short for the World Television title just a couple weeks ago at Clash of the Champions Miami Mayhem. He will get his rematch, another shot at Terry Funk on July 21st at the Great American Bash as Butch Reed tags in Ron Simmons, and now some double teamwork. Drop toe hold with an elbow to the back, and Ron Simmons in control and goes after Tommy Rich, a wise move. Maybe rolling an elbow drop nails Gilbert from behind. And now Gilbert fighting out and nails Simmons with a clothesline. And a knee to the back, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert trying to make a comeback. Needs to make a tag as Simmons works the arm and clotheslines Gilbert into the corner. Gilbert desperately needs to make a tag. He had an opportunity there and was getting some offense in, but he needs to make a tag, and Wildfire needs to come in this match as Doom has been in control for the most part of this contest. Into the ropes goes Gilbert, and a big shoulder block by Ron Simmons. Are you kidding? Takes down Gilbert one, and a kick out of one by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And Simmons working the neck of Hot Stuff. What a shoulder block by Simmons as the PS4 skips, and Gilbert trying to make a comeback. And a punch to the midsection. And now has Simmons in control. Up and over goes Simmons. And Tommy Rich gets involved and drags Simmons, nailing Simmons back against the mat, the corner mat. And you can't tell me that the inaugural World Television Tag Team Title Tournament winners doesn't bring out the best in everybody, as Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich are trying to make it to the second round, and Tommy Rich using some tactics that aren't very Tommy Rich-like, as Gilbert and Simmons on the outside. And Gilbert slamming Cinnamon several times into the ring. Finally back in the ring. Eddie Gilbert in control. And a reversal into the corner, and Simmons again goes after Tommy Rich. Pulling Rich into the ring, and a big forearm across the back. And a clothesline to the back of Gilbert, and both Gilbert and Rich are down. And a big clothesline by Ron Simmons takes down Tommy Rich, who's not the legal man. Belly-to-belly suplex, and down goes Rich. And great strategy on the part of Ron Simmons. If he wears down Gilbert enough, then Rich can't come in and make the save. Oh, a blind tag, I think. I'm not sure. No. Simmons. Oh, Simmons inadvertently takes out the referee. Gilbert takes down Simmons. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But a big clothesline takes Gilbert down. And wait, Butch Reed on the outside. He has a weapon of some sort. He slides into the ring. And Rich gets that. It looks like a baseball bat. Reed was going to hit Tommy Rich with a baseball, but a spine buster by Ron Simmons. And Tommy Rich is all but out of this contest. As Simmons goes back to stomping away on Gilbert, Butch Reed has Rich, all four men in the ring. Up and over goes Reed. Out of the ring goes Rich. Simmons slams Gilbert's head to the mat. The referee somewhat gaining control back after inadvertently getting knocked out. And Simmons with a suplex. Up and over goes Gilbert as Reed continues to work on Rich on the outside. And Simmons setting up Gilbert. What's he have in mind? Picks up Gilbert. And a running power slam. Simmons goes for the cover. That may be it. 2 and 3. And your winners moving on to the next round of the title tournament are Doom, as Ron Simmons gets the pinfall on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. And that match was a little bit out of control. Bodies flying everywhere, but that's what happens when you want to become the first NWA World Television Tag Team Champions. And the journey will continue for Butch Reed and Ron Simmons as they will take on the winners of next week's match between the J-Tex Corporation of Buzz Sawyer and the Great Muta and the Midnight Express. But there are your winners, the natural Butch Reed and the All-American Ron Simmons. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. Welcome back to Gotmark76 this week. Doom with an impressive victory over Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich to advance in the NWA World Television Tag Team Title Tournament. They will face the winners of next week's contest between the Midnight Express and Buzz Sawyer and the Great Muta J-Tex Corporation. You do not want to miss that match next week here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. The following contest is a year in the making. Superstar Billy Graham took The Rock Don Muraco under his wing as a mentor. He mentored Muraco. Muraco, somebody who didn't always follow the rules. He was a rule breaker earlier in his career. With the guidance of Superstar Billy Graham, he helped lead him to the Intercontinental title, which he held for over 6 months. However, the true colors of Don Muraco came to light, and he reconciled with his manager, Mr. Fuji, and Mr. Fuji insisted to eliminate everything from Muraco's past, and thus taking out Superstar Billy Graham. Let's take you back to last year. It was back at the big event in August when Don Muraco reached his highest point here in the World Wrestling Federation by winning the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. At the conclusion of this highlight video from last year at the big event, available on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel on demand, we will take you to Don Muraco going against superstar Billy Graham. And now Graham getting the attention of the referee. Rude has Muraco up. Here it comes again, another Rude awakening. The second in the contest. And then we have a winner, Rick Rude. Wait a second. Superstar Graham up on the apron gets the attention of the referee, fighting fire with fire from earlier in the contest. And Rick Rude, could we be seeing another Kona Crush Hawaiian pile driver? Muraco setting him up. If he hits it, I think it's all over. He has him up. And there it is, the pile driver down. Muraco goes for the cover, new champion. 1, 2, and 3! And Don Muraco taking care of his former mentor, superstar Billy Graham. Don Muraco on quite the roll since realigning himself with one Mr. Fuji. I look for big things coming from Don Muraco in the upcoming weeks and months in the World Wrestling Federation. We will head now down to Dallas, Texas. Every week, the Sportatorium houses a major events for world-class championship wrestling. And of course, the big show coming up July 4th, Independence Day Star Wars. Kerry Von Erich will get his rematch against his brother and world-class heavyweight champion Kevin Von Erich. However, Kerry Von Erich insisted that he will not allow any championship gold to interfere with his relationship with his brother. And Kevin, he has agreed. So here's what Kerry Von Erich has stated. If he does not win the World Heavyweight title at Independence Day Star Wars, he will not receive another opportunity. He wants Kevin to have success. He just did not want it to happen against himself. However, if Kerry Von Erich does win the World Class Heavyweight title, then one has to wonder if Kevin will follow that same suit. We will have to wait and see to find out. Let's go down now to World Class Championship Wrestling in Dallas, Texas, as Kerry and Kevin team up to take on Kamala and the Great Kabuki. So a big win for Kerry and Kevin Von Erich heading into their big title match against each other at Independence Day Star Wars. We will have that match for you on the July 8th edition of Gotmark76 this week. Our feature contest takes us to the AWA. As newly crowned AWA International Television Champion, the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez has been going up and down his list of contenders. He's already taken care of Wahoo McDaniel in a rematch. He has defeated Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Here's a man from the past, making his return to the AWA and looking to get championship gold. I am talking none other than former Olympian Brad Rheingans. And a successful title defense by the Raging Bull as he defeats Brad Rheingans in his title match. I'm sure we have not seen the last of Brad Rheingans in the AWA as the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez keeps his hot streak going by defeating, thus far, all of his contenders in those AWA International title matches. Well, that about does it for this week's edition of Gotmark76 this week. Next week, we have a great show lined up for you. We will take you to the July 4th Independence Day Star Wars main event of Kerry Von Erich challenging his brother Kevin Von Erich for the World Class Heavyweight title. We will also see Roddy Piper take on ravishing Rick Rude inside of a 15-foot-high steel cage. The NWA World Television Tag Team Title Tournament continues with the final first-round matchup as the Midnight Express take on the J-Tex Corporation. All this plus, we will find out the new #1 contender to Jerry the King Lawler's AWA World Heavyweight title. We thank you so much for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.